Well, some straight talk today. First of all, I want to just welcome everyone to my channel and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for rating. I really, really appreciate it. I started a while back, but actually, I was really like looking more at videos than anything else. And, I'd comment here and there. And then one day I just got the bug and I said, well, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can toss my 2 cents in the ring. So, um, today's topic is relationships. I see a lot of people out there and they get involved in relationships. Relationships ain't quite going right, but they stay in them. They try to make it work. They're eternal optimists. Oh, let me say this. The Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. If you are in a relationship with someone who does not respect you and who does not treat you well, who does not bring out the best in you, whether you are male or female, if you are in a relationship with someone who does not bring out the best in you, guys, if every time you're around that girl, she's making you want to strangle somebody, nah, ain't right. Run. Girls, if every time your man leaves out the door, you think he's going somewhere suspect, nah, ain't right. Ain't right. Let me tell you, if you're in a relationship that you don't have trust, you don't respect each other, that person doesn't bring out the best in you, long long term sticking out for the kids, nah, don't even play that. No. I'm not even gonna front on that. And I tell you why, because children don't deserve to be around people who are constantly arguing and fighting and hurting each other and making um you know just putting themselves in that situation where they're always arguing, they're always fighting, they are drinking, they are drunk, there's they have to escape to drugs or whatever else. They always want to be somewhere else except in that relationship. Kids don't need to be around all of that. And that's why I'm an advocate for counseling. If you can go and get counseling and things change, meaning you and your partner change from doing what you were doing to doing something new, and it starts to work and you're both happy and you're both bringing out the best in each other and you're both inspiring each other to do great things, then there's a relationship that, hey, one for the ages, right? But if you're not in that kind of relationship, I'll tell you a story, a quick story. I have a cousin. She said to me the other day, she goes, well, I don't like my man because I don't think he likes me. And I don't think he likes me because, and she gave me this list of all the things that, what he does to her and how he just irritates her and she just wants to put a hurting on him. And, they were together for about, I would say, a good 6-7 years before they got married. And then they got married. And then here it is now, I think about maybe 3 years into the marriage. Yeah, a good 3-4 years into the marriage now, she's talking about she wants to get a divorce. She doesn't want to be involved with him anymore. She needs to find. But I'm like, I know you felt this way before you got married. You said, can't nobody hurt you any more than this one. And now that you're in here, he hasn't really changed. He still irritates you the same. And now you want to get out. But my question is, you should have never got in there to begin with. Now you got to go through all this paperwork and all this extra stuff. No. Should have called it quits, went your separate ways from the very first time you started realizing there were things that you were doing and that he was doing to irritate you. You don't like him and he doesn't like you. Now, most people say they love each other, but they never really talk about the like part. And when she said that like part, that big L word of the like, it's something deep. Because she didn't say she didn't love him. She said she didn't like him. That's a totally different situation. I mean, it's all within context, but you understand what I'm trying to say. She doesn't like him. Now, side note, those two should have never been together from the first day. I know she was only into him for his money, and when he lost the money, then all the tolerance kind of went away with the money. She had as much tolerance as he had money. He lost the money, she lost her tolerance. But however, back onto the subject, no. If you are in a relationship and you are not bringing out the best in each other, you're not happy, don't stay around for the kids. I mean, I look at J-Lo and Mark Anthony, and, while I'm not an advocate of divorce, if they went to the point where they say, you know what, I can't stand you, and you can't stand me, so what are we doing in this relationship? Let's get on out of this. Let's be civil about it. Let's respect each other. Then, hey. You know what I mean? They are both being honest. They can't stand they don't want to be, she doesn't want to be married to him and he doesn't want to be married to her. They both recognize that. They have two beautiful children together. They can, move on with their lives and either find people who, they can love or hang around with or whatever. And, they can move on. Some relationships weren't meant to be, and then you stay in it extra long. You're only asking for trouble. You know what I mean? So while I'm not an advocate of divorce, I say get out. If it can't be saved, get out. But don't spend, 5, 10, 15, 20 years trying to save it. If you go to a counselor and, this fool next to you ain't saying the right thing, come on now. Jump out of that. On that note, love each other if you can. Oh boy.